如果我是你，
If I were you today, I would demand that she apologize to her own parents. I would absolutely insist that you must apologize to my parents. If you don't apologize, I will definitely not continue this relationship with you. This has already gone beyond a matter of emotions. This girl is showing contempt toward you. In her eyes, you are someone she can summon and dismiss at will, someone she can bully however she likes. Your parents are treated the same way. Do you still think she is cute? This girl who was scolded by the guest is named Xiao Yang. What exactly did she do to be judged by the guest in such a way? She then directly lifted her foot in front of my face and asked, "Hey, does it smell good?" And after not washing her hair for several days, she rubbed her hair toward me and forced me to smell it to see whether it smelled good. She said, "This kind of thing is completely normal between couples. Just a little teasing. I'm just joking with you. Why are you taking it seriously? If it is just joking with me, then if I put my foot in front of her and told her to smell it, would she smell it? Would she dare to try?" He said, "If I did that, my leg would probably be broken." Xiao Yin and his girlfriend Xiao Yang are a pair of campus lovers, and they have now been in a relationship for 2 years. However, as they spent more time together, his girlfriend completely changed from the gentle girl she used to be before dating, becoming extremely aggressive. This made Xiao Yin truly unable to tolerate it, so he approached the show's production team, hoping that his girlfriend could be gentler toward him. Otherwise, there was really no need for this relationship to continue. As soon as they stepped onto the stage, their conversation immediately shocked everyone. Before we dive into all of this, let us know in the comments where you're watching this video from. Connecting with viewers across the world is a huge source of inspiration for us. Did she really hit him? That's absolutely impossible. Seriously, don't be fooled by how weak she looks when we were together. She would start cursing at me as soon as she opened her mouth. And when I argued back a few times, she would hit me. I hit him when? Every time I was just giving him little kisses. Today I only patted him twice, and he said I hit him. It's sometimes staffed the time as well. Did your previous girlfriend also hit you, or is this your first relationship? She is my first girlfriend. Yes, she is my first love. Then why did you hit him? The girlfriend said, "There are times when I really get very angry, and if I don't hit him, I feel unhappy." Although Xiao Yang appears gentle and weak, she actually has a wild and aggressive side that doesn't match her appearance. She opens her mouth to scold her boyfriend, and if he tries to argue back, she starts hitting him. She is quite fierce. However, in Xiao Yang's eyes, all of this is completely normal behavior, and she believes the reason she acts this way is because Xiao Yin's actions make her dissatisfied. She even gave an example. It was that time we went to watch a movie. We had clearly agreed at home that we would watch an animated film, but when we got to the theater, he insisted on watching that thing. Operation Icebreaking. If he wanted to watch Operation Icebreaking, couldn't he just watch it at home? We had agreed to go watch an animated movie together, yet he was determined to choose another film. The boy replied, "When I watch animated movies, I fall asleep after just a little while." It turned out that when they were going to watch a movie, Xiao Yin did not book the tickets according to Xiao Yang's request, and this made Xiao Yang especially angry. This then became her reason for scolding and hitting Xiao Yin. And aside from her aggressive behavior, Xiao Yang's personality is also particularly strange. Her personality is just extremely strange. What does strange mean? For example, normally when couples go out on dates, they eat together, stroll around, things like that. But whenever we go out, she insists that I accompany her to drink alcohol. Drinking with her feels more like serving her drinks. Is she in sales? If a leader can't drink well, will the leader make her compensate? Yes, they will. How well can you drink? Not bad. Can you drink better than her? Of course not. Every time she gets me completely drunk. And if I don't drink, she says I don't love her anymore, then she hits me again. Whenever I take her out to have fun, she makes all my friends drink too. But if I ask her to drink just 1 or 2 glasses, she gets drunk. Then I still have to help her block drinks from others. You can just tell your friends, I can't drink. Isn't that fine? That would be so embarrassing. Oh wow, this girl is something truly a heroine among women. Look at her, she can drink and she can fight. As eerie as Mentacade, if you're still watching, comment 1 so I know you're still with me. It turned out that the dates between Xiaoyang and Xiaoyuan were not about strolling around or watching movies, but about drinking together. This made Xiaoyuan, who originally did not like drinking at all, feel extremely helpless. And the things that Xiaoyuan could not endure were not only those. When I was at home talking on the phone with friends or watching TV, she would suddenly lift her foot up and ask me, "Hey, does it smell good?" And after not washing her hair for several days, she would rub her hair toward me and force me to smell it to see whether it smelled good. She said, "This kind of thing is very normal between couples, just a little teasing. I'm just joking with you. Why are you taking it seriously? If this is joking with me, then if I put my foot in front of her and told her to smell it, would she smell it? Would she dare to try? Then go ahead and try. If I tried, my leg would probably be broken." These so-called playful hitting and teasing behaviors of Xiaoyang were something Xiaoyin simply could not accept. But because of the feelings between them, he still chose to endure it. Occasionally, there were moments when Xiaoyin really couldn't take it anymore. But once he brought up breaking up, what he got in return was a round of violent beating. And some of Xiaoyin's behaviors also became increasingly difficult for people to understand. Originally, I had my previous job, right? When I first started, things at work were not going smoothly. I was often ordered around by my supervisor and constantly had to work overtime. Then she directly called my supervisor to argue, saying whatever she wanted. She directly told my supervisor, "Your employees are working overtime all day long. Isn't being in a relationship supposed to mean spending a lot of time together? Ever since he started working, we only meet 1 or 2 a month. 1 or 2 is already bad enough, but every time we finally get to meet for an afternoon date, he disappears halfway through. I don't know if he's hiding from me or if the supervisor told him to hide." And then, of course, she wanted the supervisor to change his job or switch him to a different supervisor. Oh? So she really called your supervisor? Yes. Isn't it fine to ask for a little less work? And what did the supervisor say? He said, okay, right? No. The supervisor scolded me instead. And afterwards you lost your job, right? Of course I did. Because Xiaoyuan was busy with work, the amount of time he could spend with Xiaoyang decreased significantly. And this was something Xiaoyang absolutely could not accept. So she called Xiaoyuan's supervisor and demanded that they not make Xiaoyuan work overtime so much. As a result, not only was Xiaoyuan scolded badly, but he also ended up losing his job. This made everyone clearly understand how aggressive and unreasonable Xiaoyang was. After switching to a new job, the young man's salary was much lower than before, but Xiaoyuan still had to cover Xiaoyang's expenses, which brought him enormous pressure. On top of that, his girlfriend's attitude also made him feel utterly helpless. "I do earn money when I work extra, but is it enough for you to spend? Every month you squeeze me dry once. Isn't a boyfriend supposed to earn money for his girlfriend to spend? Now I live on my own food, clothing, housing, transportation. Everything depends entirely on myself." He said, "I also want to save a little for the future. Every time I save a bit, she says I'm stingy. Says I don't love her. If you don't buy it for me, then you're stingy. Every time I want to buy something, I have to save money first. What are you saving for? Saving to buy a house? Isn't saving to buy a house the right thing to do? Renting is fine too." The girl said, "Why must you buy a house? Isn't living like this already very good? Aren't there already too many houses nowadays?" One aspect is that her views on spending are truly unacceptable. A boyfriend earning money for his girlfriend to spend is not an obligation, But on the other hand, Xiao Yang's view on marriage is actually something people agree with. She believes that owning a house is not a necessity, that renting is also fine. This left Xiao Yin feeling helpless. Yet the thing Xiao Yin found most unacceptable was Xiao Yang's attitude toward his parents. When she comes to my home, we eat together, right? Sometimes the dishes my mom cooks might be a bit salty, but her own taste is very light. And over just this, she gets angry at me. She says, "When we normally eat together, have you ever seen me eat salty food? Have you ever seen me eat spicy food? When I go to your house, the dishes your mom cooks are both salty and spicy. Isn't that when you should bear with it a little in front of my younger sister?" I then pulled her aside to talk, and she said I was taking my mom's side and not giving her face. Then she slammed the door and left, leaving me and my parents standing there awkwardly. Has she ever spoken to your parents the same way she just spoke to us? Yes. Goodness. She treats everyone according to her mood. We've been together for 2 years. She has never scolded me, but when she goes to their house, she gets fierce with me. Just because Xiao Yin's mother made dishes that didn't suit Xiao Yang's taste, she slammed the door and walked out. No matter how she treats him, when facing elders, Xiao Yang couldn't even manage the most basic manners. This was something Xiao Yin found impossible to accept. In Xiao Yang's mind, a boyfriend who always obeyed her even dared to talk back for the sake of his parents and himself. And that was something she could not tolerate, so she chose to slam the door and leave. These incidents shocked everyone present and fully revealed how domineering Xiao Yang was. This dominance was not only present when the two were alone. Even in front of friends, she never held back. What made Xiao Yin even more unable to tolerate her was that this domineering Xiao Yang constantly made unreasonable decisions and left him to clean up the mess. All of those were decisions she made impulsively. What do you mean impulsively? Tell me what you're talking about. You said you wanted me to solve something for you. Then you told me to run out and buy cucumbers and lettuce to put in the fridge because you were going to lose weight. But when it was time to eat, you told me you wanted to eat meat. And those cucumbers and lettuce, you made me buy them every single day, piling up more and more. In the end, you forced me to eat them and finish them. Xiao Yang often made unreasonable decisions, and if Xiao Yin didn't carry them out, she would beat and scold him. All the follow-up work after her decisions was entirely left for Xiao Yin to handle. Just like this weight loss incident, Xiao Yang never once considered Xiao Yin's thoughts or feelings. She often makes me dress in her skirts at home. She even does makeup on me and then takes pictures to post on social media. Oh my, girl, what are you doing? Dressing him up for fun? Don't you think he looks quite good? With makeup, he looks even better. A grown man wearing makeup, come on. Can you tolerate that? I endure it. No RK. She even posted it? She really posted it? Oh my god. Because Xiao Yin has a good-looking face, Xiao Yang, who loves to play around, often made him wear her skirts, apply makeup, and worst of all, post the photos to her friend circle. This shocked the host, who couldn't help but exclaim, but Xiao Yin still endured it for 2 whole years. As for the relationship between the two, what did the guest say? You should admit that you enjoy this. You enjoy the thrill of being controlled. You enjoy being managed in this way. There is a saying, a sheep treats the whip as home because only when the whip strikes it does it feel that home is calling for it. If one day it no longer feels the whip, it feels lost, unable to find direction. If you don't realize that what you enjoy most is this part being controlled, then next time you will search for another girl with the same personality, and then you will complain, why are all the women around me so fierce? Why are they all so brutal? It's not that all of them are like this. It's not that you have bad luck and attract the same kind of girl. It's that you yourself invited this. You gave others the chance to humiliate you. It was Xiao Yin's repeated tolerance that allowed Xiao Yang to become more and more excessive. And deep down, Xiao Yin actually enjoyed this form of discipline, otherwise he would have exploded long ago. If he doesn't change his mindset, then even if he breaks up this time, he will still meet the same kind of girl in the future. As for Xiaoyang, her problems are far more serious. And as for this girl, I also want to say something. Behind closed doors, we cannot interfere in how you two behave. But if you treat his parents in that manner, then I'm sorry, that is a problem of upbringing. You said his mother's cooking was a bit salty. So what? Did his mother force you to eat something extreme? When you visit someone's home, they have their own habits, their own flavors, their own customs. Why must everyone instantly obey the preferences of a stranger who just walked in? Who do you think you are, the son? If he truly loves me and cares about me, he would tell his mother. Do access time and if you truly love him, why can't you tolerate a little? Is love one-sided? Does love mean you can behave however you want in someone else's family? Is that what you think love is? Where is your upbringing? And don't say it's because your personality is straightforward. Sorry, that's not being straightforward, that is ignorance. Don't mistake ignorance for innocence. From beginning to end, Xiaoyang never gave Xiaoyin the respect he deserved, and her attitude toward his parents clearly showed the lack of proper upbringing. This is not something personality can cover for. In another sense, it means lacking manners and lacking basic moral values. Teacher Tu Lei then shared his view. A woman's willfulness and spoiled behavior can sometimes feel a little cute, and that much is true. But if such willfulness develops into a lack of basic human decency, then it becomes something disgusting. I am not even talking about upbringing now. I am talking about basic humanity. You said earlier, he is my boyfriend. So the money he earns must be spent on me. He is my boyfriend, so if I hit him, he cannot hit back. Is this what you believe? If he doesn't hit back, it's because he loves you, right? Then in reverse, have you ever thought that behind his tolerance is also love for you? Have you ever considered this? You haven't. You both lack the most basic empathy. 77. Just as Teacher Tu said, the biggest problem with Xiaoyang is that she has never considered the other person. She takes everything for granted and calmly enjoys Xiaoyin's love, yet she has never shown him any respect. She even did such disrespectful things to his parents and still believes she has absolutely no problem. And the boy also has certain issues. For a boy, when your parents enthusiastically prepare a whole table of dishes for your future wife or your current girlfriend, and she shows no appreciation at all and slams the door to leave, don't you think your parents would feel humiliated because of this? Let me be honest. If I were you, by today, I would demand that she apologize to her own parents. I would absolutely insist that you must apologize to my parents. If you don't apologize, I will definitely not continue this relationship with you. This has already gone beyond a matter of emotions. This girl is looking down on you. In her eyes, you are someone she can summon and dismiss at will. Someone she can bully however she likes. And your parents are treated the same way. Do you still think she is cute? If she refuses to apologize and you can still stay with her, then I really don't understand what you consider love and marriage to be. What do you consider yourself to be? And even though his girlfriend was so disrespectful toward his parents, Zhao Yuan still did not ask Xiaoyang to apologize, and he even chose to endure it in silence. From this, it is clear to see the position the girlfriend holds in the relationship, and it is even clearer to see how weak the boyfriend is. Just as the host said, I think the apology you're asking for would actually be an insult to your parents. Your parents raised you for 20 years. Do you not even have the most basic ability to distinguish right from wrong? You can tolerate her for 20 years or even 200 years if you want. That's your business. But when it comes to your parents, you cannot tolerate it anymore. Even if you love her, even if you love her very deeply, you should still break up because she has no awareness of her mistakes. She believes she is right. Then what will happen to your future child? I can't help but think if someone like her becomes a mother, what will happen to the child? I don't know. That is terrifying. The relationship between the two is something they both willingly chose, but when it involves elders, one must show at least the most basic respect. However, Xiaoyang's actions were trampling on the dignity of Xiaoyin's parents, and yet Xiaoyin remained indifferent. Xiaoyang also failed to recognize her mistakes. It is hard to imagine what their family would be like if they were to build a life together in the future. Faced with the mediation from the guest experts, what would the two of them say? I hope that you can change all those flaws of yours, and that whatever happens, we can talk things out properly and respect each other. Are you willing to change? I'm willing. Do you want to break up with me? Then are you willing to go to my home and apologize to my parents? I can. All this time, it's not that I couldn't out-argue you or couldn't out-fight you. Forget it. Then do you want to break up with me? You said break up. Anyway, we can't break up. End quote. Are you willing to change? I can change. The feelings between the two are very deep, and it is precisely because of this that Xiao Yin has been so indulgent, and Xiao Yang has been so spoiled and willful. But one should not use love as an excuse to act recklessly, nor should one lose all sense of respect toward each other and toward each other's family members. Although Xiao Yang promised to correct her shortcomings, habits formed since childhood cannot be changed in just a day or two. The two of them will need, in their future interactions, to continuously adapt and adjust to each other. Since both sides chose to continue this relationship, I hope they can give each other more time and slowly correct themselves. Love has never been a reason to hurt someone. Whether it is blind obedience or spoiled willfulness, both bring more harm than good in a relationship. Living together peacefully and treating each other equally is the best way to maintain a relationship. The story of Xiao Yin and Xiao Yang is more than just a conflict between two young lovers. It reflects a much broader reality in today's Chinese society. According to 2024 social data, conflicts involving disrespect toward parents or elders have risen by over 30% among young couples. Meanwhile, surveys show that more than 40% of Chinese youths admit they have struggled with partners who disregard traditional values, such as filial piety and basic courtesy. China Social Trends observes that as China's economy accelerates, many of the traditional family virtues once considered essential are slowly fading from daily life. Therefore, this story is not merely about an unhealthy relationship. It is a reminder that love cannot exist without responsibility. Respecting both families, setting boundaries, and maintaining empathy are the foundations of long-term stability. When these values collapse, even deep love can turn into long-lasting harm. China Social Trends hopes that young people today will reevaluate the importance of the traditional moral compass that has guided generations before us. Do you believe a relationship can survive if one partner refuses to respect the other's parents? And if you were Xiao Yin, would you forgive Xiao Yang or walk away? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We would love to hear your perspective. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video to support the channel. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.